Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present a new video which is about object mapping. So we'll try to present different way custom object mapper using ASP.NET and C Sharp. So I will cover using reflection mapping, which is more common and pretty easy, less code, do more. And second one is using specific mapper service. Third one is using LINQ dot select. So mapping for object to object mapping, automapper is most popular and using millions of people across the world. Why not automapper? You can definitely ask me a question. In that case, I can give you answer. Automapper have like some point like learning curve, performance issue, and also like debugging option. So in that case, we can use custom mapping for more control and more debugging. And based on the project size, scope, and requirement, you can select different mapping option. It can be specific mapping, like every model to model mapping. It will be cumbersome and monotonous work, and might be painful. In that case, better to use reflection, or you can use automapper as well. Anyways, in this video we'll cover three different ways of mapping, object to object mapping. You can learn new things hopefully. So let's start. So I already add a project, three different mapping option. So here is the project, simple CRUD operation project. And in this project, I already write three different mapping option. We have one controller like category controllers. So category controller, we can perform category CRUD operation. And if we talk about model, we have category model and view model, also category VM. Just for testing, if we run that project, then we can have a simple accrued operation output. Let me see. So we have a output project, and this is home screen. If we go to the category page, then we can have the full CRUD operation functionality using one model class. So we have a category database class and category VM model class. So this is the complete CRUD operation. You can perform create, update, delete, and view also search and presignation, complete package, one simple project. So in this project, I just I try to cover three different mapping option. So let's start with first using reflection mapping. Let me just explain how I covered the reflection mapping in this project. I just stop the running project, and we have a like mapper service. I'm going to the mapper service mapper. So this is using reflection mapping. So we have a mapper class, and this is for just class, and this is for list mapping. So in this, we just getting the properties using for each loop. We are mapping by handling the null. Also for the list, we also map the list. So if you require the list mapping, you have to use this method, and the general and for general class to object mapping, we can use this method. And if we go to the category controller, we have just one controller. In the view part, we are just saving data and passing to the save, like category VM. We are receiving into category VM. So we have to convert category VM to category so that we can save category, here category. Yes, category. We just create category and add category, and finally save into database. So here I have initialized the reflection mapping. So first we have created the instance, the mapper, and we like source to destination. So we just convert category VM to category. We just pass category VM to model category. So Here is we have an instance and mapper.map and passing the VM. So finally we receiving the VM into the edit model and passing this VM to the category. Now we have a fully category object from the input user. If we debug, then we can show you the actual scenario what is happening here. Category VM to category, how transforming using the reflection mapping. We just initiate the mapping. If we go to the definition, uh, go to definition, then this is the mapper class, and using the map method we are finally map the VM to a class. And now I am going to debug this project so that we can show you how we are mapping this object. So I'm going to add a new item, a new category, and finally we'll debug that add functionality, add new category. Let's say test item, and description is TBD. If we press the save, then hopefully it will go into the debug mode. I am just overstepping to the if id greater than 0, it will be edit operation, then it will be perform the save operation. I'm just going to save operation. Now I'm going to press F10. So initially, like VM, we have the user input object description and the name, and we just create category is initially null. So how we are going to pass category VM to category by mapping this reflection mapping. So we just initiate the mapper, and using the mapper object, now we map the VM to category. If we uh, check the cursor in the underscore category, then we have a TBD and test item. Now we are passing the created date, modified date, which is the default item, and created by, modified by, which is current login user. If we going to save, then save operation successfully. So summary is, from the front end or UI, if we pass some object into the VM, then how we are converting VM to actual database model, which is another object. Basically, we have to convert one object to another object, which is mapping. So using the reflection mapping, we can easily map one object to another object by performing less code. Just one line, you have to initialize the object, and second line is map the object. So first one we have done, and second one using specific mapping service. This is like monotonous work. You have to write a lot of code, repetitive code, but this is pretty faster. So here is another option, category. I already write a category mapper service. So here I have write two ways. So first one is we just convert the map category VM to category, like a VM to model, and second one is model to VM. So two way we just map. So if you required, if sometime you required sometime you might require mapping VM to a model, or some cases you might need like a model to VM. So we just to make sure two things here, like VM to model, model to VM. Let me show you the use case of this uh, custom service. I'm just disabling this part, reflection part. I'm going to enable the custom service. Hopefully it will give us the same output. So first we just initiate the category service instance. Using the instance, we just map VM to category. So very pretty simple. So second one you can perform using category. Honestly speaking, I most of the case I'm using this mapping all my project. What I have done, I have write a simple C sharp converter code using the model. I just pass the model, it will automatically generate this code. So I try to minimize the repetitive task by using that C Sharp console application. So this is faster, and though it is uh, repetitive work, but it is pretty faster, and you have a more control. You can debugging option easily. You can use it if you like it. So second one is done. So number three option, using link dot select method, you can also map. Sometimes for join query, honestly speaking, sometimes I use in my more complex business logic, I'm use this mapping as well. Let me show you how we can use this mapping. So I just create a get all categories from my database. So first I just create a list instance, getting the all data from the database. Here is my list instance. Later I just map a list category to list VM model category. So first one is a model category, database model list, and second one is the VM model list. So how we uh, this list category and list category VM, this is two different objects. So how we can convert first one to second one? So here is the conversion process. Dot select, and this is the lambda expression. Using the lambda expression, we just initiate the new object category VM, and every entity we just convert one by one: ID, name, description, created, and last we just convert to list, and finally return. This is for method purpose. You just create this from start here to end. This is just for mapping. So using LINQ select method, you can convert as well. So if I going to summarize this video, so we have performed three different mapping option using reflection, using specific mapper, using link. So I already explained. If you ask me a question, why not automapper? Automapper is pretty simple. Just install a NuGet library, and you can use it. We can easily use it. But using automapper, you have a minimum learning curve, and you don't have the full control, and that there is a performance issue if it is bigger project, and every millisecond is a matter. Then you have to use like custom mapper or like reflection mapper. I think custom mapper is more faster. So that's why I'm just presenting three different options based on the project scenario and scope, the requirement and the requirement complexity, and the like millisecond faster approach. Then you can decide which one going to be best for your project. So hopefully you can learn new things, and I'm going to upload this project into GitHub so that you can get pull request and get the entire source code without any issue. And if you like this video, well, hopefully please just share your honest opinion in the comment section. I also shared the in the comment section the video, the GitHub link, so that you can download the project. So I'm just closing this video, and before the closing, so we have covered three different mapping option. So different mapping option. This is a pretty small project, just one controller. But if you are going to work with a bigger project, which is cover more business logic, then you have to work with a lot of complex one object to another object mapping. Then you have to handle the main challenges. Then you can use the appropriate mapper. So you have a three different option. Here is the category service mapper. So you have to create all model one by one. And if you use the reflection mapping, just this is the generic mapping you can use for all all model to model view mapping easily. So thank you. See you in the next video.